Hey everyone, and welcome to my Shadow Temple challenge. No lens of truth, no hover boots, no nothing really. I excuse some of the gameplay at the beginning. I was half asleep when I recorded this the other night. But yeah, this is the first temple I've been to, so I don't have the bow, I don't have a bigger sword, I don't have anything really. Bare minimum, 3 hearts only. I thought I'd ramp up the challenge. So to begin with, we're going to need to find out which skull we need to point to. And to do this, I'm going to side hop out of the way, because I don't obviously know which one it is. So it's kind of a guessing game, it's random every time. Luckily for me it was only the second one, so I didn't have to push it around too much. And there we go, it opens. Now we're going to do a trick called the mega flip to get over here, which involves a shield dropping a bomb, rolling forwards, backflipping, and then rolling into it just as it's about to explode. And once it does explode, doing a backflip. I can make a separate tutorial video on this if anyone's interested, so there's more time to explain it, but that is basically how you do the trick. It's not too difficult, but the timing does matter. So we're actually going to skip quite a big portion of the temple going through this way, and because we don't have to pick up an item, I don't really need to worry about anything. So we're going to come down here, I'm going to do 3 side hops to the left, I'm then going to hit my sword and shield cancel twice. The third one I don't shield cancel, it's just a simple slash, and then 2 jump slashes gets me through the gate. It's a very simple trick. Again, if anyone wants me to do a separate video on that, I can do, but it skips a massive portion of this temple, as you can see, because we're already going towards the boss room. So we're going to simply play Zelda's Lullaby to get the boat moving, and this part is we're just going to be sitting on the boat. So I may as well take this moment to thank the people for requesting this. So I got the initial request to do No Lens of Truth from Toad, good friend of mine, known him for like fucking 10 years or something ridiculous. And then No Hover Boots I got from Grodus, another really good friend of mine who I've known for years as well. I thought I'd combine the two and of course ramp it up, so we've got just 3 hearts to do all of this. And of course basically no fucking items at all. Anyway, to get rid of these Stalfos, we're simply just going to lock onto them, shield, and they're just going to basically end themselves. If you just stand up here, they'll kill themselves, and if you lock on, it makes it a lot quicker. Because if you don't lock on, they might kill themselves, but locking on basically puts them into a circle where they just decide to end themselves. So we're going to bring out the bomb chews now, because without having a bow or the Scarecrow song to hookshot onto the Scarecrow to get over, we need to somehow find a way to get over to the boss room, and the way to do that is with bomb chews. So I like to line myself up so like Link's right foot is sort of just hanging over the edge and his left hand is touching the bottom corner of the wall. And it can be a bit specific. We don't need bomb chews only, I pulled out the wrong thing. So as you can see, Link's right foot is hanging over the edge, his left hand is touching the bottom corner of the wall. And then we're just going to put down a bomb chew like that. And it kind of needs to be a little bit better because we want it to bounce off that back wall so it goes slightly up. That's why I just changed my angle slightly. And that's a good one because you can see it just goes up there and I know it's going to hit the bombs. And all the explosions happen. And we knock down the statue so we have a way of crossing over. So there's actually quite a lot of tricks to do in this one. Which definitely makes it interesting. I thought this was actually quite a good challenge actually, and I'm glad that I was able to combine the 2 challenges and also ramp it up a little bit as well to make it even more difficult. But it was definitely a fun one. You don't need too much really, you need bombs, bomb chews, Din's Fire as we're about to use, although even that you can get away without having if you manage to get one of the redeads to lock onto you. So you can just go straight through the wooden fence. That's probably about it. Oh, the hook shot, obviously you always need a hook shot. Yeah, that's probably about it. Ocarina for Zelda's Lullaby. So you can get the boat moving. But there's not too much to it in fairness. So we've grabbed the boss key already, which is big, but to get into the boss key room, we do need a key. So we actually have two options. We could have got a key from that silver rupee room we're in earlier, or alternatively we can just kill this invisible hand, which is the method I'm choosing. I'm trying to remember the name. Floor Masters, I believe they're called. And we're going to kill his kids, because killing children is fun, am I right? Roe versus Wade. Let's go. Anyway, we're going to get our key here. And then we're going to head straight back to the boss door room. Now this next part is probably actually where the biggest challenge comes in. Because we're going to have to do a mega flip before, but this time we don't have a lot of room to do it. So it's particularly challenging, and this is probably the room that I struggled with the most when doing attempts for this. So you obviously can't see anything. Now the one thing you do have is a hook shot, which can show you where the floor is still. And I definitely messed it up this first time, because I'm pretty sure I jumped off for whatever reason. I just didn't seem to know where I was. This first one I find easier actually, just to turn and not use the hook shot, to be fair. Because I know there's a platform here. And then what I want to do here is actually... I think I'm doing it here, yeah. I'm showing you where the wall is, where the floor is, and just back walk, so you hang off the edge. Then I go up, run a few feet forwards, turn around, and this should give me enough room to do the mega flip. So I do the shield drop, roll forward, back flip, and then I try the mega flip. I fail it the first time, but I'm going to do it again. And you really don't have a lot of room on here, so this is a little bit difficult, the amount of spacing. I get it on the second try, and there isn't a lot of room on this platform either, and I need to get over to the boss floor, over to the boss door, sorry. So I'm just being very careful about it, because this part is pretty easy to fall off on, and with only 3 hearts, pretty limited on what I have as well. I also want to be careful about jumping over here, because the way that Link's jumping works, if you don't have enough momentum, you just do one of those little jumps. He's not going to make it, and he's going to fall straight down. So this is probably the trickiest room in all of it. But that's actually it, because we're at the boss already. This is a really quick one. That trick earlier with the 3 side hops and doing the sword slashes skips so much of the temple, and because I'm not picking up any items, I mean the hover boots at the beginning anyway, so let's say I was, you just skip so much of the temple, which is completely unnecessary because it doesn't hold the dungeon item and just holds a load of keys. So now we're just going to fight Bunga Bongo with 3 hearts, or we've only got 1.5 to be fair. No lens of truth, no bow, no bigger on swords, so going to be using the hook shot. So if you didn't know you could do this, you can. It's a lot slower than the bow, obviously. And basically any attack which gets me is probably going to kill me, so I have to avoid every attack here, which is what I'm doing. But when he does that animation, he's coming towards me, I know that I can do a little shield, sorry, not a shield slash, a spin attack to reveal him. And definitely want to avoid that fist attack. But as you can see, the hook shot does work. Again, it's not as good as the bow, but it does work. Able to get in some nice hits here as well. So this challenge has its challenges, definitely. Because there are a lot of tricks to it. The mega flip's probably the hardest thing to learn, and as I said, that last room is definitely the hardest portion. The boss itself isn't really too bad. And really that's it, the challenge is done. So I thought this was a really fun challenge. I'm open to doing more challenges. I don't know how quickly I'm able to put the videos out, because really it does depend on my schedule with life. I obviously have commitments outside of making videos. But I'm happy to listen to requests, and if there's any I'm interested in, I will of course do them. But that really ends it off for this one. This is a nice little fun one, so thank you for requesting it. And I will see you guys in whatever I decide to make next.